60 rotating taps, nearly 500 different bottles and cans, everything from Belgian beer-infused waffles to beer canned chicken. If you're into beer, it's time to get here.
A World of Beer is a craft tavern. A lot of our items are infused with different beer flavors. Everything is paired on the menu with a beer style that suits that dish. It'll definitely be an experience for you.
Located in the Cambridge side Galleria, World of Beer is a new chain that's true to its name because this place is seriously passionate about beer, whether it's served in a bottle, glass, or can, or used back in the kitchen, according to Matt Christie.
I think people like everything that has to do with beer, from the culture to the taste to the effects of it after you drink it.
And the Sud-centric theme continues throughout the decor, with giant glass cases displaying all the goods, an L-shaped bar packed with plenty of action, and tons of TVs to catch the game while you enjoy a cold brew.
So we want to provide an environment that's very clean and bright and lively. So we have beer decor, we have TVs all over the place. You're always going to be greeted with a smile. Our staff's very laid back and knowledgeable, so you're in good hands.
So after you've settled on what you'd like to sip, courtesy of the interactive iPad guide to all the ales, porters, and lagers, it's time to add some food to that liquid lunch for the perfect meal. Starters at World of Beer include all your favorite tavern treats. There are crispy flatbreads topped with blackened steak and caramelized onions and finished with a sweet balsamic glaze. And addictive chicken wings you can have slathered in sauce or coated with a zippy dry rub.
Dry rub wings are kind of like a mesquite Texas barbecue flavor, similar to what you get on a St. Louis style rib. They're dry and definitely leaves you wanting to swig it down with a nice cold beer.
Tavern Tots are like a take on nachos, loaded up with house-made beer cheese, crispy bacon, jalapenos, and sour cream.
You get the cold from the sour cream, you get the crunch of the bacon, you get the warmth of the beer cheese, and then you get the texture of the tater tot, so you kind of just enjoy every bite.
But the true showstopper has to be World of Beer's giant German pretzel. This Bavarian beauty is definitely a head-turner, served swinging on a banana hook.
It comes out on a banana hook, so it's hanging, and people usually expect a little pretzel, and we put it down in the middle of the table, and it fills up the whole table. It comes with our house-made mustard, and you can get a side of beer cheese with it as well.
A quick dunk into that beer cheese and you'll know this is pretzel perfection.
The first thing that hits your mouth is that beer cheese, and then you get hit by the saltiness of the pretzel, and then as your teeth sink into the dough, you really get that chewy texture in your mouth, and then you wash it down with a nice cold beer.
Nothing goes better with a pint than a big juicy burger, and World of Beer has you covered, whether you go for the barbecue bacon burger loaded up with cheddar cheese, bacon, and a spicy chipotle barbecue sauce, or this one topped with a beer-infused cheese.
We use Chimay Grand Classique cheese, which it's a very soft cheese. We slice that up really thick, we melt it on top of the burger with some fried onions and peppers. It's a very unique cheese.
Since World of Beer pours enough beer to rival Oktoberfest, there are plenty of German-inspired dishes on the menu, like brats boiled in beer and served on a roll with sautéed onions and sauerkraut, or the super authentic pork Schnitzel.
The pork Schnitzel for me is my favorite dish. As soon as you cut into it and you get the fresh egg yolk on top of the crispy filleted batter, it's so good. It's really hard to explain what it tastes like unless you ever had maybe like a really good fried pork sandwich. You bite into that, you get that pork taste without the sandwich, and it'll take you right to Germany.
But if you want a stateside classic, the entree to order is most definitely the beer can chicken.
Our beer can chicken is exactly what it sounds like. We take a whole chicken, we season it up, and we stick it on top of a beer can, and then we put it in the oven. It stays very moist, so it doesn't dry out. I get the crispy skin on the outside from baking, but the inside's super juicy, and as soon as you cut into it, all that juice runs out on your plate. You just gotta come in and try it.
And the indulging continues up through dessert, with unique sweets you won't find anywhere else, like pretzel bread pudding baked in a rich cinnamon custard and served with salted caramel, or the deliciously decadent Belgian Waffle S'more.
So our Waffle S'mores are homemade Belgian waffles. We make a marshmallow sandwich out of them, and we cover it in chocolate sauce and powdered sugar. It's a great take on it. You gotta try it.
The German pretzel, a Chimay burger, beer can chicken, and Belgian Waffle S'mores make for the perfect meal at World of Beer.